Greetings, beautiful people of the world, humanity, power rising, grand rising, divine rising. We are in alignment. It's that time. It's that season. We're going into the fall season, of course, and the weather is changing. The leaves are changing on the trees, and and currently we have a storm or something headed our way. But they come and they go, and that's just the way it is in life, and that's just part of it. And just like life itself, we have changes, and we have to roll with the punches, and so make adjustments and continue to move forward. And so I just wanted to come on this thing just to talk a little bit about divisiveness and all the hatred and all this crazy stuff that's going on out here in this world, man. It's like when I wear this hat, I just had a guy, he a Caucasian guy. I don't even know him from a can of paint, but he wanted to take my picture. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, sure. And then we got to chopping it up a little bit. He was cool. I'm cool. Like, I ain't got no problem with you. You ain't got no problem with me. We just people that want our country, to be in good standing, in good shape. Not just around the world, but here for the American people who are citizens here. And we're seeing this destruction go on everywhere. It ain't just in these big cities. It's in these small towns as well. If you go to the DMV, or if you go somewhere where there are, places where you have to go deal with social services and different things in the society where you live, you're seeing more and more people that's like, hey, who are all these people? Why are the lines so long? And just on my own personal experience, my wife, she went to the DMV, and the line was around the corner, and it was a lot of people that didn't have the right paperwork, were up in there trying to get driver's license and other things. And so that's a serious problem. It ain't just in these big cities, y'all. They're trying to spread this all over the place. And it's a serious issue. People who are not American citizens, who haven't worked here, who don't pay taxes here, who haven't been through the struggle that the American people have been through, they don't have no business voting in no election if they're not citizens and they don't have the correct paperwork. And I know it's a lot of shifty, shady stuff going on where they're trying to hurry up and get people signed up, trying to give them driver's license so they can get a new block of voters off of these illegals. And that's not cool, man. We have to protect the integrity of our systems that we have in place, because the American citizens are suffering out here. People are losing their jobs. People are losing their businesses. Big companies are shutting down and putting people out of work. People got to start over from scratch, man. And these folks want us to put on these rose-colored glasses and act like this ain't happening, but it's really happening all over the place. The American people, man, we're tired, man. And that's why, for those like-minded people, man, we got to band together. This ain't about a Democrat or a Republican. It's about the uniparty of American people, the citizens, we the people. We have to band together to make sure our country is not overtaken by all of this crazy communist, Marxist type of ideologies, man. These people are really trying to destroy this country from within. And so it's up to us as Americans who love our nation, love our country. I know I'm from here. I'm indigenous to this landmass. My ancestors are Blackfoot and Cherokee Indians, so I know I'm at home. I've been here. I've always been here. And so I'm not finna disown my home and welcome a bunch of people in here that don't respect the laws and the customs that we live by. We can't just jump on a plane or a boat and land in another country and then start acting like we run the place and take it over. No, we'll be arrested right away. But when somebody has an agenda and they're trying to defund the police, they're trying to make governments and city, whatever, county, state, to stand down and let these people just do what they want to do, and then they're paying them and giving them money. Like, nah, man, that can't go on here. So we as American people, we have to stand up and stand together. I don't care, black, brown, white, Asian, whatever your nationality is. If you are an American citizen, this is for you. We have all got to band together, to stick together and work this thing out, man, because if not, our country will be destroyed. And these people love to talk about Trump being a dictator and all of this crazy stuff, but they're the ones who are doing the dictating. Because you think about it, Zuckerberg even had to admit that he was censoring information from coming out on his platforms, and he was doing it for who? The Democrats. So think about that for a second. And they're currently the administration right now. So who's the dictator? Who's the authoritarianism? They're doing the thing that they're claiming somebody else is gonna do if they come into power. And that is what we have to stop, y'all. We have got to lend our hand and our voice to make sure that every American citizen is protected, and that includes all of us. It is on all of us to get out and do our due diligence. Don't be led down the wrong path from this disinformation and misinformation. Find out the truth. They're trying to change these people over here on the other side, the Democrats. They're trying to change the people's backgrounds and make them seem like they're something that they're not. And they don't have no real policies because they know they're already running the country into the ground right now. That's why they can't tell you what a policy is. When you ask a person a direct question about, are people better off today than they were 4 years ago? And they start talking about, rambling on about their childhood, and they grew up middle class and all of that. What are you hiding, lady? You didn't even grow up in America. You ain't had the American experience. You grew up in Canada. Everybody knows that. It's easy to fact check it, but during a debate, that wasn't fact checked. Never gave any real answers, no straight answer, just straight up lies. And that's all this person does, is tell lies everywhere she go. That's why she always giving us all this word salad stuff. So, knowing that, the people who have a mind of their own, they're not being fooled. And everything that they try to do, it continues to backfire. Why? Because we are in the 8th year. We are in an 8th year. That's the year of karma. 8 is the number of karma. And that's the karma that's happening instantly because you're trying to fool people. And American people, the majority of the people are not fooled. So yeah, it may be something that may happen where they try to have something to cover up, trying to rig or steal the election again. And we already see it. It's in the works. If some natural disaster or some type of cyber something don't happen beforehand to disrupt the election, we're going to see something going down. They keep trying to take shots at the president. And it's sickening, man. Yes, Trump, I call him president because he was the last real president we had, and that's why we got to get him back in office. So everybody see it. The writing is on the wall, and we got to pray, and we got to pray and meditate, whatever it is that we need to do, that we get the right administration back on top of things in order to get the country back on track, man. Because if not, we're all going to suffer. And these people can say 1,000 times, oh, we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that. Yes, they are. That's why they don't have nothing written saying what the plan really is. And they just threw something up there a couple of days before the debate to make it look like they have some type of agenda for America. But they don't. They already know what they're going to do. They're going to destroy this country. We're going to have more inflation. We're going to have more crime. We're going to have more criminal activity coming from the administration that's currently in there right now. And when the question is asked, you're in there right now. Why haven't you done all of these things? Then what do? They do the usual, the typical. Blame it on the previous administration when we know everything was a whole lot better. So do your due diligence. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't be fooled, because this is a spiritual battle as well between good and evil. So which side do you want to be on? The side of righteousness and truth, or the side of debauchery and degradation and evil? Think about it. Make the right choice. Trump 2024. Peace.